We won't get to that.
I'll mute them out.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey this glorious Wednesday morning. Beautiful day. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much. My guest today is Amy L. Bailey, and we are going to talk about all kinds of different things today, realty, all kinds of other stuff, and just a huge amount of stuff here. How you doing, Amy?
Doing great.
I'm glad to hear. We'll get with her here in just a minute, but before we do that, let me tell you what is going on around the area today. There is quite a bit of stuff going on for the day after the election day. First of all, be careful out there driving on the roads. Be very careful because there are going to be people pulling signs, aren't there? You know a lot about pulling signs and putting signs down.
I do.
That's exactly.
Day in the life of a realtor.
That's right. That's exactly right. So be very careful. There are going to be folks out there. Hopefully, the politicians are all getting out and pulling signs, whether they won or lost, and just getting them off the road, making it a prettier day for everybody. So look out for that. But all kinds of other things also going on today down at Flora High School today. This actually started about a half an hour ago. They're having the American Red Cross blood drive. The blood drive goes today from 8:30 to 2 p.m. and that is going to be, I believe, down in the Commons at the Flora High School. Are you a blood donor? Do you ever attempt to give blood? Or have you ever tried? Do you?
I have.
It's a nice thing to do, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Very good. As I've donated a ton.
I'm that real rare.
You're that real rare type.
Yeah.
See, I'm not.
They look at it like gold.
Well, see, now that's cool. That's outstanding. Well, you'll need to drop by there today then. The blood drive is today. Also at Xenia Church today, Flora Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center will be at Xenia Church tonight at 6 p.m. So, well, actually take that back. The Xenia Church will be at the Flora Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center tonight, like a kind of a missionary drive. Of course, it is Wednesday. It is church night. Elsewhere today over in Salem, continuing, this is a food drive at the People's State Bank. They're hosting a food drive for the Salem Ministerial Alliance, and they are accepting non-perishables. They'll be accepting them through this Saturday. So if you get the opportunity, go donate some food to those folks. When you give 2 non-perishable food items at the People's State Bank branch, you'll have a chance to win a grocery card up to $100. So from any local grocery. So that's an outstanding opportunity for you. Give a couple of non-perishables, get a chance to win $100. Entry is open to customers and non-customers of People's State Bank. Also tonight, a ladies' auxiliary meeting that will be at the Salem American Legion, post 128, and that'll start at 7:30 this evening, run until about 9 or so. Check that. That's afternoon, 1 p.m. till 2 p.m. I've looked at the wrong item. They're going to talk about upcoming activities for the Legion Ladies Auxiliary. Marion County going to have their 911 board meeting tonight. That'll be at the Village Garden in Salem, and that's tonight at 7:30 till 9 p.m. And always interested, if you're interested in the 911 stuff, give them a stop by there. Also, the Fairfield Memorial Hospital's free monthly CPR class held today at 9:30. You want to, if you want information or to register, give them a call at 847-8243. All kinds of different items on the agenda today. What's on television tonight? If you're looking for other things to watch on Wabash this evening, all kinds of different things. Do you? I'm guessing that you don't watch a ton of television.
No, I do not.
Sports or anything at all.
I might catch a Cowboys game once in a while.
Too bad. They're really not good.
I know.
Well, there's
almost 40 years of it, though.
I can't really blame you for that, then. All kinds of stuff on Wabash tonight. In the normal television, of course, all the election stuff out of the way from last night. Riverdale is on the CW. That's at 7 o'clock tonight. They're going to do a spoof of The Breakfast Club, if you remember that movie. That was a good, fun movie in the 80s. Also tonight on FXX at 9 o'clock. That is the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's the season finale tonight for that. Modern Family's on tonight. South Park is on tonight at 9 o'clock. American Horror Story also at 9 o'clock. And interestingly enough, on the History Channel this evening at 8 o'clock, Forged in Fire. It's a reality competition series. They are making knives. Have you ever forged or blacksmithed a knife?
No, but I have actually watched that show.
Have you really?
Yes, I have.
All right, I ever have. Tell me, is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's cool. It's neat. They make everything from axes to swords to...
You know what they're making tonight? Since they're getting it down to the final two, and it's kind of near Halloween.
Probably some Oriental.
No, they're making the Grim Reaper's scythe.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's cool. It's neat. The way they test them's neat.
Well, now you know what you can do tonight when you go home. You can watch Forged in Fire. 8 o'clock on the History Channel. All kinds of other stuff going on tonight. What's in sports? It is Maction night, this being Wednesday night. It is Ohio at Miami of Ohio. That's at 6 o'clock, and that'll be on ESPNU. Channel 642. Also tonight, Toledo is at Northern Illinois. That's at 7 o'clock. That's on ESPN2, The Deuce, at 6:38. NHL this evening, a couple of fun games on the NBC Sports Channel. Channel 216, that's Pittsburgh versus Washington, and that's at 6:30 this evening. And Nashville plays at Colorado this evening. That'll be at 9:30, and again, those are on NBC Sports Channel. No NFL tonight, but if you want some NBA, a couple of good games on ESPN. They have a doubleheader tonight. Philadelphia plays at Indiana this evening, and that'll be at 7 o'clock. And also this evening, it is the Lakers will be at home. Minnesota taking on the Lakers this evening at 9:30. That'll be at the Staples Center. That's on ESPN Channel 601. All kinds of different things for different tastes. You can watch Forged in Fire, hockey, basketball, all kinds of things to do to get rid of your election day hangover. My name is Bruce Dickey. My guest today is Amy L. Bailey, and we're going to talk about all kinds of different things when we do return. We do appreciate you watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, over in Salem on Channel 3, here in Flora and Louisville, Sisney, Jeff on Channel 100 or Channel 25. Thanks so much. We'll be back right after these words. Stick around.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area, with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only, with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, My name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for joining the show today. I'm sitting here with Amy L. Bailey. Do you mind if I just call you Amy?
That's perfect.
All right, I appreciate that. We're going to talk about all kinds of different things regarding real estate in this area and all over the Southern Illinois area here with Amy as we go on this morning. Good morning. Great to meet you.
Good morning. Good to meet you.
You need to scoot a little bit closer and speak in Amy Bailey voice.
Okay.
People know who you are. Talk as yourself as opposed to the quiet, reserved, quiet person.
As the older I get, the quieter I get, though.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
Why so?
I'm getting smarter. Keep your mouth shut. I'm getting smarter.
Okay, so you're telling me as you were a younger person, you were just yapping all the time?
I thought I had something to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Amy is all right. Now, how you run a nice a realty company here in Flora, but it's really all over Southern Illinois, and you get to that through hard work, right?
Absolutely.
We'll get to that. We're going to talk about that through. When did you get started working as a? What was your first job?
My dad had me working in a cabinet shop.
At age
8.
At age 8. What exactly were you doing in a cabinet shop at age 8?
Staining a lot. I don't know if it was 8, maybe 8 to 10. He had me using the air nailer building. He had sent me up a jig, and I was building doors for cabinets.
I'm not sure the OSHA requirements.
I was kind of thinking about that, but I don't think OSHA really paid attention to that stuff 30 plus years ago. So,
well, you hope not.
No, I turned out okay.
You've got all 10 fingers and toes.
I got all my fingers. Got some scars, but I got fingers, and yeah.
Age 8. That we see now. Is that how you learned your work ethic, or how did you learn your work ethic? Or were you just born with it?
You come from my family, you don't really have that choice.
Tell us about your family.
You work.
Tell me about your family then.
I mean, that's my dad and all the Bailey boys and girls. You worked.
Really?
I mean, none of them. I don't see any of them ever retiring.
No kidding.
They'll all go out with their boots on.
How old's your father?
My dad is 78 years old.
Is he still working?
Yeah, he is.
What's he doing?
He still goes down to the shop, piddles around there.
Yeah.
He has a little bit of an iron shop that he makes some things. And
so we talked about forged in fire. Is he making knife blades and that kind of stuff?
He's not that good. He's not that good. He's got, the ice cream table sets, the little parlor sets with the little heart-shaped backs, and
you mean like chairs?
Chairs and little table sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the patent for those. And
oh, is that right?
Yeah, he had made those, and it just, heck, at one time he was putting out 1,500 cabinets a week from the factories we had. We had one in Barnhill and one in Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was somewhere between 60 and 80 employees he had, selling all over the West Coast. And we actually was selling to Walmart. But as you know, Walmart looks at shelf space and floor space.
Yeah.
So the good oak furniture was no longer wanted. They wanted the knockdown stuff that came in a box so they could store more. So that kind of.
So you quit. So that's how you lost the Walmart gig. It was because they chop down their requirements?
The quality.
No kidding.
So it happened to a lot of them around here, actually.
So he had you building cabinets at age 8.
That's when I started.
Could you build one now?
Absolutely.
No kidding.
Absolutely. I go in houses today and I can see something that I made and I can tell if it was mine or one made in Olney, or I can tell by the legs on it.
What's the difference? How do you know it's yours?
We just all had our own touches.
Oh, cool. So you didn't mark it and say this is the Amy Lee.
Oh my gosh, Dad actually did have a cabinet named after me.
Did you really?
Yes, he called it the Amy Lee because it was, what'd he say? It was something about stubborn, or
I was going to say, did it
it was hard to work with or hard to move.
It was very stubborn, but it closed. The doors closed really loud.
It had something, but yeah, he named it, and yeah.
Well, you see, now that's really cool. That's the reason I ask that is because I'm wondering about Antiques Roadshow 2089. If they're gonna be looking back and say,
production.
"Hey, there's Amy Lee on there." This says Amy Lee.
If it says Bailey on there, I might have touched it. So, yeah. But no, it is kind of neat to go in go in these homes and say, "Oh yeah, well, it's kind of an icebreaker. I made that cabinet, or I made the door on that, or see that pie tin in there? I punched that." So.
Well, see, now that probably is pretty cool. If
it is,
because I mean that might also, does that also give a potential client or a client an idea of the workmanship inside the home if they see maybe one of you guys' cabinets in it? Or have you thought that through?
I haven't really thought about that because I think a lot of people don't look at me as just.
They don't think about you as cabinets.
No, they don't.
But if you're telling them, and this thing's built nicely, though.
Yeah. And I can show them what I done on it.
What was your specialty?
Probably building doors.
Building doors.
Yeah.
How long did you do that?
Off and on a lot.
Really?
Yeah. I found out, I don't know, I was probably 10 years old, and I was sitting there, and Dad had the other guys in there. Everybody was eating lunch, and they were talking about how much they made.
You found out that other people were actually getting paid.
No, it wasn't. I was getting paid, but not near like.
I see. All right.
And I thought, And I mean, I literally marched from the factory over to the house.
Did you really?
And
what'd you say?
My mom was still alive then, and I mean, I was so mad, and I quit. By gosh, I quit. I didn't give him an opportunity to pay me more. I quit.
Did you? All right. Now, who'd you tell you quit? Did you tell your mother you quit? Did you tell?
I think it was both of them. I really think it was both of them. And Dad still laughs about it. He thinks it's great.
Well, Bruce is laughing about it. Who's kidding? I can see.
Yeah, my gosh, I was a good worker.
Well, that's my point. I can see this little 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old girl walking in there and, hey, to heck with this. I can see like little Norma Ray holding up a union sign or something.
What's up? I'm your daughter, But
well, they must have paid you okay to get you back into it. I mean, if you're always working.
Yeah. It was cool. Dad done a lot of wholesaling when there was still the mom and pop shops back then, and there was still a lot of trading going on.
Really?
People would trade, and he would get seconds in from Spiegel and things like that. I remember one time.
Would he rebuild them? I guess.
Well, a lot of times when people return things, there's nothing wrong with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we'd had stores, off and on.
Oh, you're talking about your returns from your customers that might have had.
No, like from Spiegel's or Sears or whatever. But he would go get these wholesale truckloads.
Yeah.
And bring them in, and we would refurbish them and resell them. And I can remember one time he brought in a semi-load of Nintendo and Sega games. I mean, I was like 11 years old. I'm in heaven. I don't even I'm not even
You're not even a gamer.
But wow, that's cool, Yeah. So yeah,
you made all kinds of friends.
I did. We all had games. We all had Segas.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So it was interesting.
So that got you started on the hard-working habits. Mm-hmm. What other gigs did you have as you were young?
That was, my mom got sick when I was young, and she died right before I was 16. So I worked for Dad.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's cool. That's cool. Talking here today with Amy Lee Bailey, Amy L. Bailey. You might forget. I'm going to call you either
Just
one.
call me Amy.
I'm here with Amy.
Hey, you's fine.
Hey, Amy. Hey, Amy of Amy. We see that's the confusing part to me. That's the whole confusing part. Is the realty company is different from the name.
Yeah. Amy Lee, Amy.
All right.
Hey, you. Like
you're not going to. You're not going to. I tell you what you'll do. Explain to me here in a second.
Okay.
Why the name is different from the name.
Okay.
Okay. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. We're talking about all kinds of different things. We're going to get to realty here with Amy L. Bailey when we return. And you are watching on Channel 3 in Salem, Channel 100 over here in Florida. Thank you so much. We'll be right back after these.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey this morning. I am Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in here today on Wabash Catch TV. Talking here today with Amy L. Bailey of Amy Lee Realty. And I asked her beforehand, and I'm going to ask her again, why the confusion for me? Because I'm tremendously easily confused. I'm just in such why confuse me like this?
Well, those that went to school with me, they knew me as Amy Lee.
Amy Lee.
Amy Lee. That was what was on my plates in high school, and that's what's still on my truck now. And when I was trying to think of the name for the company, I wanted something alphabetical. Is how they find you on Google.
Yeah.
Or they find you anywhere. So, phone book or anything.
What made you get into real estate? I mean, what was the push that got you into real estate?
I actually came into real estate when it was probably the hardest time to come into real estate.
When was that?
2010 is when I wanted to get my license, late 2009, early 2010 is when I wanted to get my license.
That was at the collapse.
Absolutely.
That was either the real estate collapse late 2008, 2009 was when the market was flooded, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that seems like maybe the inopportune time.
It was, but I had no other options.
Really?
If you remember, there was also no jobs around.
Yeah, yeah.
There was no jobs. There was no hay for horses. And as I stated, I had more than a few horses and cattle, so it was really hard time. So it was like, pick something and do it. And
did you have an affinity for it? Did you have some knowledge of had you bought and sold real estate over the years, or I had
helped renovate.
Really?
And
you flipped?
Never flipped. It was always for personal, either my dad's place or my place or whatever. Before my house burnt down, I took all my savings and built onto that home.
Yeah.
Built an A-frame on beside it, ironically, because my office is an A-frame.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the office, yeah.
Got a thing for A-frames, I guess. But it was just, when somebody, if you get that I like a challenge.
Okay.
I mean, I am one of those, tell me I can't, and watch me do it.
Yeah.
And the harder the challenge, the more I enjoy it.
I must tell you, in the early 90s, you were probably 5 years old or something like that. I helped someone take a real estate test. And I was walking them through the questions, and at that time, I must tell you, it was not a difficult test.
It wasn't then.
And it took them two or three times to actually pass it, because I'm not that good a teacher. I'm one of those people who knows and does not teach. However, over the years in my businesses, I have been able to pay attention to the requirements, watching the requirements from lenders, and watching the requirements of appraisers, and watching the requirements of realtors change. Absolutely. It isn't an easy business to get into these days, is it? Even 10 years ago, it wasn't easy.
It's not an easy business to stay in either.
Really?
Because you've got your continuing education.
How does one start? How does one start when you decided to start getting into it in 2009, 2010? Do you go out and buy a book and then think, okay, I've got these dates that I've got to take a test? Is that how it works?
Well, you can do self-study at home.
Yeah.
Anymore, you can pretty much become anything online.
Yeah.
So a lot of people take the online courses.
Okay.
I've had people come to me and say, I've taken all the studies and I've got my real estate license. Can I come to work for you?
Okay.
Oh, you kind of put the
brakes on.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Because real estate is not what people think it is.
What is it? What do people think?
It's not glamorous.
First of all, what do people think it is? And
they think it's glamorous, fast, easy money, and just making tons of money.
They think people hate. I read the paper. I see the transactions in the paper. Some dude just paid $1 million for 160 acres of ground. I want my cut of that. Is that not how it goes?
Not exactly.
I want my $60,000 of that. That'd be really nice.
It'd be awesome. I'd be a lot less stressed.
Yeah. So what is it exactly then? Or not exactly, but as close as you can come.
It's a lot of hours, a lot of work.
To do right.
Yeah, to do it right. It's not, to me, and this is something that I'm very adamant about and passionate about, it's not something you can dabble in.
Really?
I don't believe that.
You've been doing it for years, so you've probably seen people try to do that over the years.
Oh yeah, and it's like with the Association of the Egyptian Board of Realtors. We've talked about it, and there's a very small percentage of people that sell over $1 million worth of sales a year. So that's what, $100,000 homes or $20,000, $50,000 homes. My thing is, if you're not doing enough, you're not staying up with it. You're not doing enough transactions to keep yourself educated.
Because now, why?
Not to criticize anybody doing it part time,
but the educational process continues through the experience, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I will never be able to say in real estate that I know everything.
Really?
I will never.
But wait a minute, Amy. You've got all these letters behind your name. You've got Amy L. Bailey.
Changes all the time. Changes all the time. And every transaction's different.
How much change has there been since you got your license in what, 2010, right? 2011. Okay, you get your license in 2011. And you think, thumbs up, top of the world, I'm doing great, I'm done. I don't need to learn another thing. I'm fine, I'm done with it. It's been a little bit of change since then, hasn't there?
First thing I found out is they didn't teach me nothing. I didn't learn nothing from taking that test or nothing.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
You know, the only thing
that's the scary part.
I got to tell you, the one thing I remember from it, I'm such a jerk. I told my friend, I said I could go in there and take that test and pass it for you if you're having problems. I'm a jerk that way. I don't think I could do that anymore. The only thing I remember from that is how the 160 goes down to 40 to how your northeast quarter of the southeast quarter, that kind of stuff. That's kind of basic, isn't it?
It is. You know, it's really funny because I've had people like come. I said, well, here, let me loan you a book and you can kind of see what it entails.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you have to know stuff lender. You know, that's stuff bankers have to know, or that's something an appraiser has to know, or what does have all these attorney, you know.
Yeah.
And well, you got to know a little bit of it all. Well-rounded.
I'm trying to think because I'm assuming that you have not been in the situation, but I'm guessing that the occasional closing could go very poorly if you got something wrong, or if one of the bankers or somebody else gets something wrong.
And communication's key. Anytime you're dealing with attorneys, appraisers, you know, the lenders, title companies, underwriters, communication's key. You've got, and I am one of those people that I go through everything with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah.
I ask a lot of questions. I want everything right.
Yeah.
I'm scared to death and something not being right. So, you know, that's what I'm hired to do.
Have you ever had one?
What?
A closing go bad. How often does it happen? I mean, I'm sure you're in 50, 100, 200, 500, 1,000 closings a year. I don't know how many closings you're in a year. But how have you ever happened, and when's the last time it happened?
I've never had one fall apart at the table.
Have you not?
No, I have not.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty good, because I'm betting that there are stories, some folks who have had them fall apart. What happens and the reason you haven't is why? Because of the preparation?
I think the preparation. You know, I know most of the people I worked with in this area, we all look for what could be an issue before it's an issue.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what we're hired to do. That's why we're professionals.
What happens whenever there's a collapse at the table? I mean, is it one of the parties? Is it one of the parties saying, "Hey, that's not what I wanted"? Is that typically what happens, or is it the bank saying, "Look, we didn't agree to this," or something?
There's been some finger pointing. There was a finger pointing. But ultimately, like I said, communication's key. Everybody's got to be really truthful. Yeah. Even the clients.
Yeah.
Don't hide nothing.
Yeah.
Because they will find it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what that one.
We see now that's the thing. Folks are thorough in your business.
Yes.
Yes. See, yeah, I'm not terrifically detailed. I'd be a terrible realtor.
You can't hide it.
You can't hide things.
You can't hide it.
It's silly to try. It's silly to try.
We've got the 10 Commandments for buyers when they're buying a home.
What?
Yeah, there's 10 commandments.
Thou shalt not steal.
Thou shalt not buy cars. Thou shalt not change jobs.
What, really?
Yeah.
Prior to buying the home, or how soon beforehand? I'm interested in this. I'll tell you what, let's do. We'll take a break. I want to hear these 10 commandments for buyers. Are there 10 for sellers too?
Not really.
Well, a few.
Not really.
Talking here to Amy Bailey from Amy Lee Realty. We'll be right back. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Back after these.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area, with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Yep.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in. My guest today is Amy L. Bailey. We're talking about all kinds of different things, realty stuff. You were going to tell me. All right. I'm assuming that Moses himself comes down with the tablets. This is paper. These aren't tablets. But Moses himself comes down with the tablets, the top 10 or the 10 commandments for buyers.
Yes.
When somebody is looking to buy a house, what are the top 10 commandments? And if somebody is looking to buy a house, or give me a couple, give me something that a buyer needs to keep in mind going into the process.
Thou shalt not make any major purchases.
Thou shalt not make any major purchases. How close before you start looking for a house?
I actually, whenever I'm working with buyers, I start talking to them. When we start the looking process, I start talking to them about it then.
What's typical? What's the typical search?
Well,
the length of time.
Oh, it's all over the place.
Really?
I have some people that walk in the first house, this is it. I have others that I'm still working with 3 years later.
There's no typical, is there?
No, there's no typical.
Well, so those people 3 years later, they're still driving the same 2001 car.
Yeah.
All right. Why not make any purchases? What's the
Well,
what's the point
it can change your credit rating. It can change your debt to income ratio, like on your payments.
Right.
You buy if you have a car that's paid off, and then all of a sudden you get a car you got payments on. They got to figure that in.
Yeah.
And you don't change jobs. Don't change jobs because they're going to check your work history. There's several things in there, but there's just a list of do nots.
Really?
Yes, don't do it. If it's going to mess with your income or if it's going to mess with your credit or your work history, don't do it.
You see, that's the thing. Folks think that their credit number, like the credit rating number, think the credit rating number is going to be the same from 1 month or 1 week or one
It can
quarter
change daily.
I was going to say, how fast does that change? Just those things are figured as you go, aren't they?
Yeah. And, we find stuff on people's credit rating that's not actually current or accurate, that it's been paid for years. So most lenders know how to clear that up and help them out. And
okay, all right. Say, I want to buy a house. I'm coming in. Doggone it, my house is a hovel, and it's a piece of crap. And I'm looking to replace. I'm moving up in society. I'm coming in. I walk in the door. What are you going to tell me?
First thing we're going to talk about is what kind of financing you've got.
Okay.
If you don't have any, then part of my job is to educate.
Really?
I've got to teach people the housing process. I've got to teach them what it takes and what it's going to entail.
Okay, say I'm renting. I'm renting an apartment, but now I'm going to buy a house. I'm the guy who needs educated, don't I?
You're the one I'm going to have a lot of fun with. At first, I'm going to go up to my office. I'm going to get this big old packet.
You're earning your money on me.
I'm going to get you all kinds of material to take home with you and read.
Okay.
And it's fun reading. The stuff I provide is fun reading. It's not just brochures and pamphlets.
All right.
It's good reading. Ultimately, we're going to talk about financing.
Okay.
Because things have changed a lot just in the last 5 to 10 years.
Really?
There's all these different programs. I'm sure you all have heard about program loans.
Okay.
And that you don't have to have the best credit.
The government subsidized, that kind
USDA, FHA, rural development,
right.
all these. But all of these homes, you don't just have to meet their standards. The home does too.
Oh, really?
Yes. So the homes have to meet guidelines of the loans.
Wait a minute. I mean, I just can't go out to like North State Street and just like pick a house maybe or something? No. That's hurtful, Amy. I tell you, I thought I was so good.
We're going to have to narrow it down on what you can look at, and then we can pick.
Okay.
But the thing is, I mean, they're going in giving you no down payment, so you don't have to have that 5, 10, 3% down, whatever they're asking. You don't have to have that. And you're going out and finding a home, well, they're going to want to make sure that the heating works, it's got a good roof, it's got good windows, that you're not going to have any of those major repairs or structural repairs and have to take out another loan or default on the loan you've got.
So, see, now that's cool.
So
that's cool because I appreciate that, and that you're helping me in the long run.
Yes.
And then figuring out I'm not going to 2 years down the road need to replace my furnace.
Absolutely.
Which would be which I'm gonna have to go take another loan out. You're gonna have to. Wait, you're gonna make me sell my 2021 Bentley that I somehow found at a government auction or something, right? Yeah. my silly buy. You're gonna make me sell my 4 side by sides.
You know something else that we do,
What's
and
that?
it's not. I've caught a little bit of kickback on it, but
little guff.
We really try really hard to get our clients pre-approved.
Sure.
Our buyers.
Really.
Okay, I'm going to start with the seller.
Yeah.
People work. People are busy anymore. Everybody's busy. There's ball games. There's this. There's that. Mom and dad's working different shifts.
Sure.
So for them, they've got the dog in the house, and for them to keep that house 24/7 ready to show, it's tough.
That's work.
It's tough.
That's work.
So they're not going to just want any looky-loo coming in.
Yeah.
They're not wanting somebody, unless they're serious. If you're bringing me a buyer, show them a house I want to sell.
Yeah.
So when it comes to buyers, back to getting them pre-approved, we want them to get pre-approved because we want to know, for one, what kind of home they're going to have to look at. What type of home.
That makes sense.
What type
Makes
of
a ton of
home
sense.
is going to meet the program they're doing.
Yeah.
Of course, money. What's their budget?
Okay.
Where are they comfortable with payments?
Okay.
When I first started, I showed anybody and everybody homes.
Really?
I did. And I'm still pretty flexible with it. But I would see so many people go in and say, oh, I love this $100,000 home. I'm going to go talk to my bank. They come back and they're looking at $50,000 and $60,000.
I mean, you're saving disappointment then,
absolutely,
aren't you?
Saving broken hearts.
Wow.
Because a $50,000 home is not going to compare to a $100,000 home.
No, you're talking two different.
Major change.
Exactly right. You're not just talking one other bedroom. You're talking bedroom plus another bedroom plus a bathroom or something like that.
Yeah, we do really encourage, and I've sat in conferences where they've asked, are you getting your buyers pre-approved?
How many people put their hands up?
The majority.
Are they now?
The majority, yes.
That makes sense.
I mean, in your small areas or small rural areas like us,
yeah,
they're not. We're kind of the last to jump on the bandwagon. But I have a ton of sellers that are requiring it. And, I get some slack from buyers saying, well, we want to pick up the home before we ever go mess with that. If you kind
of need to mess with it.
You kind of need to mess with it.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We've got the pre-approval. You've shown me homes.
Yes.
We have gone through the entire process. You've shown me half a dozen or so.
Okay.
Or whatever, however
35
many.
or
700 homes you have shown me. You've shown me everything. And I finally, boom, I found one. What happens next? This is the one I like. I want to buy this one.
This is the fun part.
Really?
This is the fun part.
What happens now?
Now we get to jump into the contract.
Have we had an agreement?
No, that's where we're going to start the contract.
Oh, okay. All right. What's the contract? What's the matter with the contract?
Well, first we're going to go over disclosures.
We got to make an offer.
That's coming.
We haven't made the offer yet?
Nope.
We have disclosures before the offer? Amy, you're killing me here.
Lot to it. One of the biggest purchases you'll ever make in your life. So.
I guess that's right.
Yeah.
I guess that's right. Okay, so what are the disclosures for?
Anymore, you've got residential real property disclosure, and that's where the seller is going to, that's their opportunity to disclose any defects with the home.
I see. Okay, this is like the inspection type of stuff. But we're not even to the inspection yet. Good grief, this is a process, isn't it?
It is.
Man, that's why there are such a things called realtors,
yes.
Right? What's the difference between a realtor and somebody who just gets a license?
You've got a real estate professional. That's where we all start. Mm-hmm. A realtor we're part of the Realtors Associations. Mm-hmm. Like I am part of the Egyptian Board of Realtors. I am part of Illinois Realtors and National Association of Realtors. When you list with us, we are going to have everything on an MLS, which is multi-listing system.
Okay.
Syndicates out.
Okay.
We are also bound by not just the rules of the state where you're licensed with the state. We are bound by a whole bunch of ethics.
Wow, you're just killing me with all these rules.
Lot to go by.
All right, so we're disclosure part. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. We're going to finish the purchase process. I'm buying this house. Doggone it, Amy!
I can go get a contract.
Huh?
I can go get a contract.
No. This is hypothetical, guy. I'm buying this house.
I don't get a charge by the hour. I'm commission based.
I'm buying this house for negative $500,000. But we're going to get that house bought. But then I want to talk to you about the market. What do you see in this local area and what's going on? Folks, you're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My guest is Amy L. Bailey. We'll be back right after this. Please stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
We don't get part two.
No.
Now you got me going.
That's right.
I'll stay till tomorrow.
That's cool. Welcome back. That's fine. That's fine. I've got two other shows recording today, though. So, yeah, you just have to scoot over.
Okay.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Do appreciate you tuning in. My guest today, it's Amy L. Bailey of Amy Lee Realty. We've been talking about all kinds of things. All right. Let's quickly get me through this buying process because then I want to know what the market's going to do.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We've gone through the disclosures.
Yes.
All right. We've made the offer.
Okay.
They've countered.
They can counter. Yeah.
They can counter.
We can counter.
Wait, so we're negotiating.
Yeah.
How often does the negotiation typically take?
Usually not very long.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah. People, like I said, people are busy anymore. They don't want to haggle.
Yeah.
Most people don't want to haggle.
Okay. All right. So we go through the haggle. We've settled on a price. Mm-hmm. We're going to close.
Yeah.
What's this? How come it always takes 30 days? What's the 30-day thing?
Well, you've got to give time for the title work because we're not going to sell a property without clear title.
Okay.
So you get title work. Yeah. Most of the banks require an appraisal.
Right.
So that usually takes a couple weeks. Right. Done simultaneously.
Former realtors usually are appraisers, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay. Or sometimes they wear both hats.
Yeah.
Then you've got.
Speaking of a business that requires all kinds of certifications now.
Yeah.
Wow, a lot of work. Yeah. Go ahead.
And then you go into preparing the closing docs. 2015, we call it TRID, but it was Truth in Lending Disclosures. That's where they're requiring 72 hours before closing that everything's disclosed to the buyers and sellers for them to review.
For a purchase too now. Mm-hmm. See, it was only, used to have the right of rescission for the...
It's for the buyer.
Yeah.
It's for the buyer.
Okay.
But that gives me a chance to go over our closing docs too.
Cool. So we're done.
We're done.
So I go to close. It's my house.
Here's your keys. Let's go take a picture.
How about that? We've sold a house. Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. Tell me a little bit about the current market in this area or maybe around. You're all over Southern Illinois.
I try to keep focused in my area, but I could sell all over the state. We are licensed in Illinois.
What part of what's burgeoning? What is the coming area? Do you know, or do you? Is that
what's really funny is Clay County? It's one of its own. I
really?
mean, we do things so. I can go down to the conferences and the general membership meetings where all us realtors congregate and learn new things, and it's kind of our time to hang out.
Sure, networking.
So we go down there and they're all saying, "Oh, it's such a hot market." And earlier in the summer this year, I've heard new agents say, "Oh, it's going to be a hot market this summer," and it wasn't a hot market this summer. We stayed steady. We stayed busy, but I knew it was going to be a year just like 2017. October to May, we were slammed. We were busy. Everybody says homes don't sell in the winter. Oh, yes, they do.
Is that right?
I am.
I'm always, the old stand is the old thing you were thinking of homes sell in spring and summer. Spring and summer is when you sell your homes, but that's not true.
No. Not in our area.
Is that right?
Mom and Dad's busy. They got the dog in the house. The kids are out of school. Everybody's busy.
Graduation,
prom, all that stuff.
Weddings.
Vacations.
Baloney, yeah.
And so October rolls around and we start getting busier.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm glad I caught you in November.
Yeah. October last year, October 1st, December 15th, we closed 27 homes.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's a ton.
That's a ton.
Are we in a seller's market right now here in Clay County or in this area, or are we in a buyer's market?
We are still in a seller's market.
Really?
We are slim pickings on listings. We need listings.
No kidding.
We need listings. There's a lot of land and lot listings, places to build or throw a mobile home up. We need homes.
Really?
We need homes. So
you need people to move.
Here. Or move up. Or get out of the rentals and buy.
But if they're getting out of the rentals and buying, they're looking for a slim market right now, though, right?
There is. Like I said, there's still some really fantastic homes on the market.
Really?
There are. There's some phenomenal homes. And I always tell my clients, I don't have that crystal ball to say this house is going to sell then. Because I'm never going to lie to a client. Never.
Well, see, now that's the thing. You'll get the occasional, like, the old saw used car salesman or lie to somebody, or a realtor will lie to the client. It doesn't help you in the long run, does it?
No, you don't get no sugarcoating with me. I'll hold your hand, but I ain't going to sugarcoat.
No.
You're gonna get straight shot from me.
That's cool. What's tell me the most unusual. You don't have to tell me who it is. Or anything.
I wouldn't.
Tell me what the most unusual home or most unusual property you think you've ever sold.
Probably a foreclosure.
Really?
It was a foreclosure, and it wasn't that the home was so unique. The home, honestly, they bought it knowing it needed tore down.
Yeah.
But when I went in there, it's not uncommon to run into raccoons or snakes or roaches or mice or.
All right, hold on.
It's not glamorous.
Hold on a second. Snakes?
Yeah.
See, I don't mind raccoons. Raccoons you can learn to live
I don't
with.
mind anything but snakes, and you're gonna see
You've seen snakes in foreclosure houses, or you just seen skins. You saw snakes.
Oh, I've seen lots of skins, but I've seen the snakes.
Near creeks? Near a pond?
In a field, like.
Oh, okay, but not in a house.
No, in a house.
I got stories to tell you.
There's one thing that makes me scream, and there's one thing that this big girl can still run if she's a snake. It's not good.
All right, did that knock the price of the house way down?
Unfortunately, I was by myself, and that first time I was by myself.
How often do you do foreclosures? I mean, usually it's the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
So you work with the sheriff to sell their.
Usually the sheriff's sale will happen before.
Yeah.
I've got another one coming. I don't mess a lot with foreclosures because they're really time consuming.
Yeah.
They want you to check on it.
That's a lot of documentation.
It's a lot of work, and I just haven't had the time to do that. I've got one coming, I think in 2 weeks. I talked to the guy yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's usually an asset company or whoever's mortgaged, got the mortgage on it, is who you'll end up dealing with.
Boy, I tell you what, I have had a little experience with that, and I have had the heck of a time getting a hold of people at these mortgage companies.
Yeah.
Is that the toughest part?
It is. They stick them on Zillow and say, contact a foreclosure specialist. There's not a lot of foreclosure specialists in our area. And then they call me and I said, I don't know, but I'll do some digging.
Amy, I can't believe I've run out of time. We were going to talk about so many other things.
We'll do part two.
We'll do part two. We got part two coming up at some point. We don't know when. Thanks very much for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
That's Amy Bailey. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great, great day.